experience. So here and there you have heard about this HANA, what exactly HANA is doing in the market and how HANA is exploring the market. Okay. First I'll just show you that what we are going to cover. The thing is that BW, how much knowledge of BW have, because in the end, okay, the project which I am working, as I told you, BW on HANA. So if you will Google it now, the basically with HANA, they will now in the market, everyone, if you are not searching a job outside, means where you are working, where there only you are searching for a HANA project, then it's fine. HANA, total HANA development is fine. Okay, but if you are going to search the job outside, then with HANA every time you will ask a good knowledge in PI and BW, because what was the scenario? These SAP clients, whoever was working on a modeling on SAP systems, they were using SAP BW from past 20 years. Okay, BW was the tool where they used to do the all ETL process or modeling process through BW. Now as HANA came into the market, they from past 4 to 5 years, they are forcing their clients, and even they have transformed around a 50% of the client, they have agreed upon that they are going to shift their BW to HANA. Means they are going to end the process of BW. And in future, means the meetings which we are having over here in SAP Labs is through in 3 to 4 years, they are going to shut it down the SAP BW system. Okay. Now, for that, they need that their 41,000 clients around the world for SAP BW, they want to shift them to HANA. Now, the person who was working with SAP BW system from past 20 years, you can imagine how much of data they have, okay, in their databases through BW. Now, they want those person who know how to migrate the data through BW to HANA, because they can't leave their data on BW systems. 20 years of data which they were accumulating in BW systems, now they want to shift it to HANA. That's a very huge process. Okay, so now for that the data migrators will come into picture. Okay, and around the world now the persons who knows BW on HANA, this is the most eligible requirement for anyone who knows BW and HANA both. Okay, so for this what I am saying, this is the HANA content. Okay, you can see the course content. This is the modeling part. HANA overview, table creation. This is views through which we are going to do the modeling. Attribute view, analytical view, calculation view, then different type of privileges. Okay, authorization which you have to give to different users. Okay, delivery units by which you are going to send your modeling data through another systems. Calculated attribute views, derived views, variables, input parameters means, and publishing the HANA models to BW, importing BW info providers to HANA means through here you are going to see that whatever you have created as a model in HANA, how you are going to, if you someone wants that particular model in their BW system, so how you are going to migrate it, publish it. Okay, and then importing of BW from BW, how you are going to import the data means to HANA, which already they have done in the system. Now, in my course, I am going to complete this BODS part also, this which I was talking about, the data migration. Through this BODS, BO was the company, business object was the company. 4 years back, SAP has acquired this company. Now it is known as SAP Data Services. What it does, it's a tool by which you can extract the data from SAP system to SAP system, or you can migrate the data from non-SAP system as well to your SAP system. So basically BODS we use for extracting the data from non-SAP systems. Okay, let's say any Microsoft system, any IBM database, different systems to HANA. So we use this BODS. In the market, there are the separate entries for this BODS. Okay, but they need a BODS bot developer. Okay, so here I am going to cover a lot of things in BODS. Then the data provisioning, I am going to show you that how we are going to do the file extraction from different systems to HANA, then ECC systems to HANA, then MS SQL to HANA. Means if you are going to migrate the data from through file through different ECC systems or MS SQL, okay, to HANA. Then the last part will come this SLT. Whatever we can do through BODS, we can do through SLT also, but the basic difference is SLT is the internal tool of SAP Labs. Okay, SAP SLT has been created by SAP. Okay, this is known as system landscape transformation. So in real time, generally SLT has been used for migrating the data from SAP system to SAP system. We use BODS when we require to fetch the data from other non-SAP systems to SAP systems, but for SAP systems we always use SLT as a data provisioning tool. Fine. Then I am going to cover this reports part. After data migration also, in the report, the webby reporting, this is the most important part of any modeling reporting, okay, because if a person knows all three things, the reporting, data migration and modeling, okay, this is the complete package a company can have as a developer, HANA developer. Okay, now in this webby report is the most useful report, okay, whenever it comes to any type of modeling. You can search out this webby report is the most useful. This is also a non-SAP tool. Okay, this is from another company, but generally we use webby reports only. Till now, every client, whoever is using HANA, they are using webby reports only for creating the reports. Now, this is the Lumira. Lumira has been created now from past 2 years. Lumira has been created by SAP. It's a reporting tool. Okay. Now slowly and slowly clients are started taking this Lumira as a reporting tool and they are starting working, but still 95% clients are working on webby reports only. Okay, but I am going to explain you about the Lumira total architecture and the reporting part as well in this course. Now this is the complete package for HANA. Okay. The second thing will come of BW on HANA, which I am telling you, that is a separate course, okay, where it's a total BW will come into that, because first of all a person should know end-to-end about BW, correct? Then this BW on HANA course will come into picture. Okay, this you can take afterwards also. Okay, according to the requirement, you can see on Google that every time you are going for a HANA consultant job, it will ask you to BW on HANA and BW as well. Okay, so but as I told you, if you want to just shift your project inside the company which you are working now, then this is more than sufficient. Even this is more than sufficient for the job of a HANA developer outside. But somewhere, because as I told you, now the condition is what? Every client is shifting their BW data to HANA, because now in future SAP is pressurizing or forcing them, okay, that we are going to shut it down, this SAP BW, after 3 to 4 years, and whatever you can do on BW 10 times fast and in most easy way you can do on HANA, and it's in reality also you can do. Okay, this is all about HANA course, what I am going to teach you in this particular course package. Okay, and this BW on HANA covers BW HANA migration, data flows, different type of data flows. Okay, how the thing which already has been created in BW, you can directly use them. The thing is that the person who knows how to directly use those created models into the HANA, how much time he can save. Because if you from the scratch you are going to start the things from the data which you are fetching from BW, it will take lots of time. Okay, so in data flow you are going to see that how you can use directly the models which you have created in BW and now after migration, how we can use them into my HANA. I told one example I'll tell you. There is one big university you have heard about, Sikkim Manipal University. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this Sikkim Manipal University is one of the client in 41,000 customers of SAP for BW. They were using BW. So now, past 2 years back, they have taken HANA as their database. Plus, as HANA is one of the database in the market, if you will compare from the traditional databases, it is a application platform plus a database. Means if you are taking HANA as a database for your company, okay, by this database, additionally one thing you will get as a one application platform also. Means on top of database, you can create your own application. Okay, just like IDE tools, okay, just Eclipse, what you can work on Eclipse, similarly you can work on SAP HANA, even better than that, because here what they have done, they have given, okay, what I'll do, I'll just show you how it will looks like and how what exactly HANA can do. So they migrated, Sikkim Manipal University migrated from BW to HANA. Now from past 2 years, 40% from SAP labs, they are just gone to Sikkim Manipal University 2 years back, and still they are working with them only to migrate the data. They are supporting them 40%, okay, and still they need 2 years more to shift their data. Just I'm giving the example how data migrators, data migration people who knows the data migrations are required in the market nowadays for SAP,
Mm-hmm.
because this is not a very easy task to migrate the data from past systems what you are working upon, and now you want to shift it. This is HANA Studio. Okay. Now thing is that as you have heard about Eclipse and all those were application platform. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
This HANA Studio is also similar to those application platform. This SAP has built upon HANA database. Means whenever you will buy HANA database, on top of that database, you will get this application platform known as HANA Studio. Okay, in on HANA Studio, everything you have to do, the modeling, okay, any type of development, any type of activity you have to perform related to HANA on top of HANA Studio only. So now, what is the added advantage with this HANA? See, this is the HANA Studio. Okay, now you can just check. This will look like an IDE tool also. Go to Windows, perspectives. Okay. Now you can check what you can do on this HANA Studio. Java related stuff, Java browsing, Java type hierarchy, Java script. Now inside this HANA only, you can work upon HANA administration part. What do you mean by HANA administration? There is one team in every SAP company known as SAP Basis guys. SAP Basis guys are those who are creating systems for you to work upon. Okay, it can be any system. Similarly in HANA also, there are the SAP HANA guys, HANA system guys, okay, who are creating systems for you and who are maintaining the systems, different systems and users. So those guys have to work upon this respective HANA administration. Now come HANA modeler and HANA development. Okay, for HANA modeler they have given a separate perspective, HANA development, who are going to create the different applications. Similarly, what you can create on top of Eclipse and other application platforms, you can go ahead with this HANA development. And ETL, what you were talking about, extraction and ETL performance, modeling performance, we have to work upon HANA modeler. Okay. So this is HANA modeler, and here we can add a system the systems which SAP basis guy they will give us. Okay, this is okay. So those systems we can add and we can start working. So the thing is that now as you have seen that how HANA can support different type of language as well. Okay, so for customers this is very now easier to take HANA database as a database, and on top of that they can directly work upon HANA Studio, which is free for them. With HANA database they don't have to pay any license fee, because SAP every tool, okay, is a licensed one and they have to pay for everything. Now SAP Studio comes free with SAP database, okay, so that if they are taking SAP HANA as a database for them, okay, they can start working on this application platform. They don't have to go for any other application platform from other company. Fine. So now this is all about the basic layout. Now I'll give you a bit introduction for HANA. What exactly is this HANA and how is it useful for the clients and how is it different from other traditional databases? See, first of all, the basic line for HANA, everywhere you can just see HANA is an in-memory database. Do you have an idea of what do you mean by this in-memory database?
I do have a little bit.
Okay. See, in-memory exactly means that whatever you are working, okay, or your data you are going to save in RAM, not on your hard disk. This is a basic stuff. Okay, this is a basic definition. Now, how you are going to save your total data on RAM? This is the most important question. Okay, because I'll show you one thing. Because traditionally what you are doing means the laptop we are using, the desktop we are using, even the database who the companies were using, everything they used to save in the hard disk, and those hard disks was connected with the CPUs, okay, and that CPU will give you the data through RAM, okay. Now the part comes that how directly saving the data RAM means data in RAM is going to save your time, how it is going to make your database faster, how it is different from the traditional database. Now thing is that in all traditional databases there was 3 layers. How they used to work means on their databases. They used to save their data, then they used to, if they used to fetch the data, then also 3 layers will come into picture. First was the database layer, okay, that this first layer, okay, what it used to do, it used to save the data, okay, and when someone wants to fetch the data, the query from the report means first layer to this final database layer, one by one it used to come to the last layer, then it used to fetch the data to application layer. Application layer is the second layer in the traditional databases, okay. This is the architecture. It is not going to link with anything with this modeling, okay, just I'm telling you. Second is application layer. So application layer in other databases, what it used to do, it used to give you the means a flexibility or a platform where you can do any type of calculations, okay, all type of calculations, all type of stuff where you are managing your data. We used to do it on top of application layer. Then finally a reporting layer will come where you can generate the reporting. Now these 3 layers, how these 3 layers you can correlate? One is DB layer means your database. Application layer means your application platform, which HANA Studio, which I am seeing. There you can perform all the maintenance of the data. Third, the reporting layer. Now what SAP has done, they have merged the application layer and database layer into a single layer. This is known as core push down method. Core push down method means here a database will directly get connected with HANA Studio as you will add your system. Now whatever you will create on top of application layer, okay, means HANA on top of HANA Studio, it is going to save directly to HANA database. And vice versa, if you want to fetch the data from database, you don't have to integrate that particular earlier what was the scenario. Let's assume some client is using, let's say Colgate was one of the customer of SAP. So Colgate was using SAP BW system for their modeling, and they were using Microsoft SQL as a database. Now there is a very huge process to integrate MS SQL to BW systems and then to fetch the data from MS SQL systems database what clients was using to save their unstructured data, and then to fetch the data to BW, and in BW you have to model that. So this process takes lot of time and lot of time complexity also, data complexity also. Now here what you can do, a person who is working on HANA Studio, directly that data is going to save, whatever you are going to work, whatever you are going to create, it is going to save directly to your database. Now in future, let's say as a modeler, as a reporter, I want to create a report. So I don't have to follow any other process. I don't have to integrate any other tool. Reporting also, on top of HANA Studio, they have directly given the connections to their supporting tools. So the data which you have created on top of HANA Studio, you are going to create on top of this HANA Studio, that is directly going to link with reporting tools which I showed you, the Webby and Lumira. There, the data which you have modeled and the modeling you are going to do over here, directly you can use them over there, okay, without any hurdle, without any following any difficult or complicated process, and you can create the reporting also over there. So they have streamlined the process by which if you are going to take only one database as a HANA, okay, so how many things you are getting? One, you are getting as an application platform HANA Studio. Then the reporting tools you are going to get, which you are going to directly integrate, okay, by following one or two lines process, okay, you can integrate your HANA Studio to the reporting tools, okay. So this is very, very easier than the traditional database processes which the database modeler used to follow at that time. Okay, now you don't have to maintain anything on HANA database. Everything, whatever you are going to create, automatically it is going to save and it is going to maintain in HANA database. Fine. So now, what are the other things which segregate HANA from other databases? The most important, the second most important part is multi-core CPU. Now, in your, let's say in your laptop, okay, or any other machine which you are using for saving the data or just using the data, what is the scenario? There will be one hard disk, or it can be means more than one hard disk also, but it will be a one CPU, okay. Then the CPU will be linked with that hard disk, and CPU means the system will have its own RAM. Now let's say if I will cut down the concept of hard disk. There will be a no hard disk, means that I am going to save each and everything on top of RAM only, because in real time, earlier what was the scenario? Let's say Amazon is doing business from past 10 to 15 years in US, and at that time there was no tools, okay, known as in-memory tools. What in-memory tools can do? It's a real-time data tools which can give you the reports in seconds. Means the real-time data. Today, let's say I am sitting in US and I want the data from India, from a particular city, okay, which followed by my meeting. I am doing some meeting and I want to take some, means higher management in US want to take some decision, okay, and they want to see the total data from India and also from a particular region. If I'll ask the manager or the person from India that I want the total data from last 8 months within 15 minutes, so 10 to 15 years back, or you can say 5 years back also, the things which you are saving today, okay, in any mart, retail shop, whoever is using these databases for their daily purpose, they used to first from a morning to evening, they used to first do the, or they used to save the all transactions in their particular database. Okay, then after shutting down the means their business in the night, they used to integrate those databases to the reporting tools, and then finally data migrators, means whoever is supporting that particular customer in creating these modelings and all those things, they used to fetch the data from the databases in night, and those fetching has been through this data provisioning tools only, which I showed you. Okay, other data provisioning tools, then those data they used to use in the reporting tools, and those reporting tools used to take 10 to 12 hours to generate the report. Okay, that was the whole day scenario. If you want a report, let's say from past 24 hours also, you have to give at least 12 hours to generate the report. Now, because everything you were saving at that time on in hard disk, and from fetching the data from hard disk, let's say from past 15 minutes data, this can't be done. Okay, if you want to use those data in your reporting, they in earlier OLTP system, there are two type of system. I'll tell you, means if when I'll explain this intro part. Okay, so then when they used to fetch the data through those databases, then those data has to save somewhere. They used to save on their data provisioning tool. Then transformation they used to do, what type of transformation they have to do on top of the unstructured data which they have taken from the client. Then they used to shift the data to the reporting tool. That was a whole day process. Now in this RAM, there is no hard disk. Let's say 2 minutes back data you want to see now, and the data has been accumulated in India and you are sitting in US. Okay, by using the system, the same system which they are using, you can see each and every single data of every second. Okay, this is the first, because every now hard disk layer is not coming into the picture. Everything is lying on top of RAM. Okay, RAM is directly connected to the CPU. Now the thing is that third thing will come, how this is going to cut down the hard disk cost for my customer, or it is going to increase the this hardware cost, because RAM is costlier than hard disk, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now thing is that they have created one more concept known as multi-core CPUs. Now the multi-core CPUs, see what multi-core CPU can do. Okay, let's say this is my RAM, in-memory RAM on top of HANA, and it has been in-memory RAM has been placed upon on top of CPU, because CPU is going to process all the requests and all the data through you. Okay, now let's say 10 clients or 10 modelers is working at a time. Let's take an example of a traditional database only. Around the world on different location, but on the they want to they are having one server only. Okay, and with that particular server they are using the same hard disk, means hard disk or data wherever it is saving, and they want to fetch the data and they used to do the modeling. Now if first request has been initiated to the hard disk or database, the second request with the same CPU can't be taken at the same moment. It has to wait till the time my first request will get completed. See, in your laptop also, can you at a single time, can you open 10 things at the same time? No. First you have to open a single thing. Okay. Then you have to wait till it is open. Then you can go for second. Then you can go for third. Then you can go for fifth. You can't open 10 different things at a time. At a time means a same thing. You can't open. Okay, the folder which you are means from the folder you are saving the data. Okay, if you want to fetch the data at the same time from a same folder. Okay, so you have to wait till the first query will get completed. Okay, you can say the first, your request will get completed, for then the second. Now in the real time, it is possible that 100 of people, let's say one or 200 people are working with the same server and they are fetching the data at the same time. So in the traditional databases, they have to wait. Okay, there was some wait time, there was some queue time they have to face. Now in this RAM, everything is top upon RAM, and the thing is that they have done a multi-core CPU concept. Multiple core CPU, what it is going to do, that same RAM means there will be a single RAM. On top of this single RAM, they will connect multiple CPUs. Multiple CPUs, one, they are going to take one board as motherboard you will have in your laptop and your desktop, and on top of that board they will connect a multiple CPUs at the same time. Those multiple CPUs will get linked with RAM. Okay, then that RAM, what it will do, at the same time 10 different users can use same RAM at the same time, okay, for fetching the data, whatever it is saved in RAM, with the concept of multi-core CPU. Now, how it has been increased or it has been enhanced, this concept by multiple core CPU. See, the speed advantages offered by the RAM storage system are further accelerated by the use of multi-core CPUs, and multiple CPUs per board you can convert to multiple boards per server. Then now you can imagine, if I am using a single board and on top of that I can use multiple CPUs, and those multiple board you can use on top of a single server. So how you can use a single server for giving access to number of users? Now, because a multiple board can have thousands of CPUs, because on a single board now I am placing multiple CPUs. Now, thousands of users on a single server, at the same time they can use that server for fetching the data and saving the data. This, how much of the server and the hard disk cost they are reducing by using this multiple core CPU board concept. Okay, and how they are going to fasten their process through this RAM storage, because now there is no concept of hard disk. Okay, now directly you are saving on top of your RAM, and what is the advantage? At any point of time you want data from any part of the world, okay, you can see now the future is of data. The company who is going to maintain the data in the best way, they will do a business in the best way than other company, and they can make a lot of profit, because whoever can fetch out the analytics, best analytics on top of their data to use for their growth, they will be the market leaders. What they are lacking, what exactly customer wants, what customer doesn't want, where my product is lacking, everything lies in data, but the data is in millions in unstructured form. Then who is going to structure the data? We as a modeler, you as a modeler. In this course, what we are going to learn. So the future is for modelers, because now every company is going through online and online marketing and online business. You can see how it is progressing, and now they need a person who can manage this bulk of huge big data which is getting saved daily. Okay, and they can give the structured data to the higher management. See, this is the data, and directly they can see the reports, the analytics. They don't have to worry about this trillions or millions of data getting saved daily. Okay, so now this is the future of a modeler. Everywhere, and the best part is that SAP is the market leaders of ERP systems. You also know that. Okay, now as they have a added advantage that the market, everyone knows that no one can compete with SAP in the ERP, business suites, these type of things. And now with the same thing, they are giving you now a most, or you can say the fastest database by which you can work on database, and same database you can use to create your own applications. Now you are saving money at that part also, And these things I told you, these are the basic part, okay, which I'm going to cover a lot of things in future when we will start the course, that how other things we have in HANA which other databases will not have. Have you heard about the concept of database, this row-based database and column-based database?
Mm-hmm.
Row-based and column-based databases, in traditionally what it was the scenario, there is a two type of databases. See, today I don't have so much of time, that's why I'm not explaining you in depth, but when we will start the course, I'll explain you and I'll show you how this is different from each other. This row-based database and column-based databases are the two type of databases where the data used to save in row format. Row format was having its own advantages and column-based databases was having their own advantages. Okay, means the data you want to daily based data, this type of online business is happening, is used to save the data in the column-based databases. Column-based databases are good for search related things. Let's say if there are trillions of data saved or millions of data saved and you want to search something, okay, for your analytics, column-based database, I'll show you, okay, how it is faster, 10 times faster than a row-based database, because it will search through column by column. It is not going to go row by row. Row by row means if my compiler will go by row, each and every field it is going to first access, then it is going to come to the second column, then to the third column, okay, till it get its exact entry. So the column-based databases was followed by those companies which used to do the daily-based data, means transactions. And row-based databases was followed by those companies which was doing like Steel Authority of India. See, they are not having the same customers as Amazon and Flipkart is doing. They are having the customer like Tata Motors, Indian Railways, which are making any type of business deals with them yearly, or let's say half yearly, or let's say for 2 years. Directly they will give them orders that we want 50 tons of steel or 500 tons of steel, but they are not regular in their business. So they don't need too much of customers for saving means the database, for saving the data for daily basis. They want a database where they can set the data for a customer. Means if Indian Railways is taking, see, if we are purchasing anything from Amazon, what Amazon needs from us? My address, my phone number, my name, that's it. But can sale authority can lie down on the same credentials? No. They need a detailed information. My PAN number, my company PAN number, my company account number, my hire management data, my tax data, okay, my what type of transition you are going to do with them, how you are going to pay with them, everything they need to save. So there a row for a single customer, we will create a single row in databases. So if the database is of row format, then they can save in a detailed way. So there row-based databases come into picture. Now what HANA has done, okay, HANA has done the fourth thing, what they have done, research and means R&D they have done from other databases. They have created a database by which you can use it through as a row also, as a column also. Means it is a row plus column based database. On a single database, you don't have to go for a row and column databases and you have to take the licenses for two databases if you want to use them as a two. But if you are using HANA, the single database will give you the flexibility to use it as a column based also, or when you want to use it as a row based also, you can use HANA as a row based also. Okay, so this is one of most added advantage with HANA. Okay, so this is a basic stuff which I told you about HANA and what I'm going to cover. This is a part of a demo I have given, but when we will start the course, okay, here from the scratch in this HANA overview, this will be a full 2 hours class, okay. And in this class I am going to tell you each and everything about HANA Studio and each and everything about the concept which I am talking about, this row based, column based, okay, this CPUs, okay. Now from this second class, this table creation, if you are aware of table creation or not, you don't have to worry about the table creations in any databases. Let's say in SQL or any other database you want to create the tables. So the basic stuffs of all type of table creation I'm going to cover in this particular course. Okay, and there will be a separate class for SQL. Okay, I am going to take at least 2 class for SQL just after this modeling part. Okay, so that when I'll start the part, these parts which will contain the SQL procedures or SQL coding, okay, there you can better understand whatever is the usage in HANA of SQL. I'm going to cover each and every syntax of that. Okay, how you are going to use DML, DDL and DCL. These are the 3 types of SQL. I'm going to cover all. Okay, inside the SQL also. Then we can start with the BODS, then we can start with the SLT, then we can start with the reporting. So here it's my whole package. Fine, Ramesh?
Mm-hmm.
Now, any question you want to ask?
See, here is the thing, Harsh. I have a good Java background. I understand creating tables, DMLs, and all the stuff. I've been doing from so many years. I understand in-memory tables, how they work.
Okay.
Even Sybase is one of the in-memory database.
Correct.
So I have a little bit understanding of that. Test cases and all those things and business cases and all those things. Here's the
Okay.
deal. So my problem is more on HANA, how that is used, how extraction has to be done with the
Okay.
PODS. There are some other tools also there, like SLT, right?
Yeah.
So my main focus is very much onto that. That's the reason why I'm asking about that. And also finally there is something called BW on HANA, right? So how different is that from regular BW? The last one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So,
I didn't get you. What do you ask?
so how different is the last section you're talking about? Can you come down in this in that training content? Training contents in the page last one. You're talking about is
Okay.
BW and how
Oh,
that
oh,
is different from regular BW.
this one.
Sorry?
This one you are talking about.
No, I'm talking about the course content.
See, this BW on HANA you are talking about.
Right. So how different is that from regular BW?
See, a regular BW, as I told you, this HANA, you are talking about HANA? The HANA is how it is means different from BW?
Mm-hmm. At this point, see, whatever we are discussing, I understand BW. I
Okay,
understand how that overall HANA works out. But what is
okay,
the difference between functionally? See, I'm not talking about the technical database level. I understand that, but I'm talking
mm,
about the day-to-day job. How different it is that from regular PW, creating queue, creating all those
see,
stuff.
yes. That's what I told you. In that particular BW systems, we used to create the different type of info objects. We used to create different type of data sources. We used to create different type of info packages, DTP transformation. Then we used to create the info providers. I'm just talking you in a very short way so that you can just easily correlate. Okay, these things you have to done if you have to do the ETL part, okay, the modeling part, okay, then you can send the data to the reporting backs query and whatever it is, whatever you are using, correct?
Right.
So here, what is the thing? You don't have to go for any type of creation of these info providers. You don't have to go for this DTP info packages again and again. You don't have to extract the data as we used to do in
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, Haris. Hello. 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 Ramesh garu చెప్పండి.